Stands for loving yourself first, and that's my motto. I always tell people, always tell women, everything else, to love yourself first. I found that I was not a great mom when I didn't put myself first. So you have to be selfish to be unselfish, and that's what ElaraInspires is about. Take a little bit of time for your fitness, for your nutrition, for your self-development, for your skincare, for you, for your mental health, so you could be better for everybody else. Hola everybody, ¿cómo estás? This is probably my 5th video now that I have done for the introduction, so hopefully I'll stick to this one. This is the introduction to my new YouTube channel called Life. The Life is for skincare. I will be talking about different skincare routines, tips. I will be doing different routines, different skincare myths, try and check them out, so definitely stay tuned for it. I will also be going into letting you know what Life stands for. Also, Life is created by ElaraInspires. That is me. I am Elara, so I am the creator of ElaraInspires and of Life. So I'll go into more of an introduction of who I am, why I even started this stuff up, and I can't wait. So please stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button as well, because at the end of the day, my mission is just to teach you how to love yourself, and that's the biggest goal. So let's get started, and let's go through a couple of questions so you learn more about me. This is probably the last video that I'm going to do where it's so much about me, and it's going to be more about skincare and everything else. So, all right, first question is, who is Life? What is Life? All right, Life is my sub brand that I made. So ElaraInspires is my brand. I'm Elara again. So ElaraInspires is the brand I made. In that brand, I made Life Skincare. Now, the reason I made Life Skincare is, I'll give you a little history. But 5 years ago, I actually moved from New York to Arizona. And when I lived in Arizona, and for 12 years, I've always been into fitness, wellness, and I'm a fitness coach, a corrective exercise specialist, and integrative corrective exercise specialist. So I'm very big into health and fitness. And for 12 years, you know, trying different things like paleo and keto and all this stuff, you really just learn so much about nature and what is intended, what is not intended for nature to do for you and your body, internally and externally. Now, 5 years ago, when we moved to Arizona, I don't know how the heck I stumbled upon it, but I ended up stumbling upon on how to make soap. Yes, soap. Give me a second, I'll show you. Soap. This one actually smells so freaking good. This is my green tea cucumber. So I stumbled upon on how to make soap, and I said, all right, let me learn how to make this way we don't have to make soap anymore. And I started posting about it and putting it on Instagram, and it's really crazy on how many people were watching me and really loved the experience of me going through it, of learning how to make soap. Because at the end of the day, I thought that was just things you learn in the factories, right? No. So you can learn how to do it and everything else. By doing that, I really learned that I was able to people reached out to me. I reached out to people and say, hey, just try a couple of samples. Let me see what you think about it. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. And people ended up loving the soaps because it's just so much less chemicals in there as opposed to other things. Like, I don't want to bad name the famous soaps, but you know, a lot of the famous soaps that are out there that may smell amazing, but are very commercialized and have heavy chemicals, and it's just gonna make your skin dry, so you end up using it more. No bueno. counterproductive. So that's why I started making it. And in that process, I learned about different other products, you know, body butters, lotions, things like that, diaper creams. And I started playing with it, and I started sending it out to friends and everything. And people really just took off with it and loved it. And I started my own company called Nature's Cottage. Fast forward a little bit, like a year and a half later, I ended up having my son. We moved back to New York. I had my son. I suffered from postpartum, and it was just like a lot of, me and my ex broke up. It was just a lot of different things going on that I had to let it go. Now, fast forward 5 years, you know, I'm in a great relationship, you know, and I finally did a lot of different changes in my life, and I started getting back into the beauty products, and I said, you know what? Now is actually time where I'm ready to start my own company, my own thing, of where I can really inspire people by reaching out to them and giving them something where they can put on their bodies and they can actually feel really great about. And this time there is no distractions, there is no nothing, because you have great support and you have all your motivation pushing you forward. So that's what life is about. I'm sorry that was a 3-minute rant. I promise the other ones will be much shorter. It's just you needed to know a couple of the history for that. All right. All right. Question 2. What does life stand for? So I pretty much just told you life stands for Love Yourself First by ElaraInspires. And I just really push that, because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, how are you supposed to love everybody else? And I mean that, like, and especially for women, like I preach this to all humans, all people, but because I'm a woman, I guess it resonates a little bit more with me. But women, like, what are you doing to love yourself? What steps are you going through? Men, same thing. Like, I just hear you guys going through the worst situations, and you just continue to do it because you wanted to stay comfortable. It's just mind-boggling. So I've gone through a lot of stuff in the last 5 years, have been horrendous, and even before that it was a huge learning experiences, and I have failed multiple times. But the one thing I always kept true to myself was love myself first, and I didn't just settle. And when I didn't just settle, the worst came out at first, but the most beautiful rainbow came out at the end. And that's what I'm just trying to bring out to others. So who is ElaraInspires? That's me, ElaraInspires, right? So life stands for loving yourself first, and that's my motto. I always tell people, always tell women, everything else, to love yourself first. I found that I was not a great mom when I didn't put myself first. So you have to be selfish to be unselfish. And that's what ElaraInspires is about. Take a little bit of time for your fitness, for your nutrition, for your self-development, for your skincare, for you, for your mental health, so you could be better for everybody else. All right, guys, this is my last one, and I think this one resonates with me the most, is what's your reason for being? Now, I think that one resonates with me the most because for 32 years, I've been, you know, you try to find it, and then you hear about people, oh, I already know what I'm gonna do, and they already have their whole life mission planned, and at 32-year-old, you're like, what the So I obviously, I've been through a lot, right? I've been through a great deal. And the biggest thing is I've learned I have a really great niche at just inspiring people. And I found that that's my reason for being. So I don't know what that niche is supposed to be, in the sense of, you know, I've done fitness for so long that I just, you know, push people to do the best things they could do for fitness, for nutrition, for themselves. I lost 55 pounds. Like, I have empathy. But appreciate yourself and value yourself, because you're not going to give that value to anyone else. Or what I should say is, you're going to give them too much value of yourself, and you're not even going to recognize it because you don't know the value of yourself. So that's my reason for being. And at the end of the day, I always just wake up to inspire people, and especially when I'm down, because when I'm down, I just notice I'm so much in my head that, like, it just goes and goes and goes, and I don't like it, and it gets into a negative place. So that's where I do, you know, gratitude journals, and I do other things, self-development. But the biggest thing that I do is, what's my good deed of the day? And your good deed doesn't have to involve money or anything. It's sending people text messages like, I love you. A lot of people are going to text you back like, yo, you okay? But yeah, I just want to let you know I love you. Girl, you're beautiful. I hope you know you're appreciated. Just let you know you're appreciated, right? And people just really appreciate that. And I've noticed I just have a niche of making people feel appreciated. And that's because at the end of the day, you want to feel appreciated. So whether it's, oh my God, I love the way you smell, or your skin is looking flawless, or you lost weight because you wanted to, or it's like, hey, you're holding your head up high, and I see when you look in the mirror, you're really proud of yourself, and that's just priceless. So that's my reason for being. My last question that I actually wrote, which is just, I've been repeated continuously throughout this video, so I'll just include it in this one, is, what's my brand's mission? And again, is to make you love yourself first. And if you don't love yourself first, you can't love anybody else. So throughout these videos, I'm going to teach you. I never had a mother. I never had a woman figure to really teach me about my body, and I never learned. So at 5 years ago, when I started Nature's Cottage, that's when I really started learning. And then I kind of regressed. After that year and a half, I had my own company and everything. But after I had my son, I regressed because I lost focus of myself. You lose who you are because you're so busy taking care of someone else. And if you have a household, you're taking care of that household as well. So you lose that. So I lost it for a while, and I had to lose my 55 pounds and do self-development and just go, and I went to Tony Robbins event, Les Brown events, and just really find out who is Elara. And I found out Elara just inspires. And the reason I inspire people is because I just preach, love yourself first. So thank you guys all so much for staying tuned. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you hit that notification button. I am going to be posting a lot of different videos. My next video that I'm going to be posting right now, ginger turmeric ice, and I'm gonna have that for you. And then I'm also going to be doing a later video on my own skincare of what I've been learning through research, through dermatologists. As that word always freaking kills me. I'll get back to it because now I just can't even think of it. But a dermatologist, cosmetologist, estheticians, oh my God. And just so you know, I will butch everything, okay? Estheticians, and just really all the research, what I'm doing and the process I'm going to be going to be a cosmetic chemist. So there's just going to be a lot of great information in just basic English, because that's how I learn, in basic English. So sometimes I'm that kid that keeps raising their hand in class. I'm like, hey, like, can you just break that down 10 times more? So I will do that for you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I am so sorry if this took too long. My lips are getting chapped because my skin is actually waiting for me to do that skincare routine right now. So I will get that to you guys. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day. Gracias.